Good morning. So this video is for Monday, December 11th. And so what I'm going to do is just pull 3 cards to see a little bit about where we were. So just kind of that recent past energy that's influencing us today. And then 3 cards to see where we are. I actually have a 4th card that wants to come out. And then 3 to see where we're going. Okay, looking here, bottom of the deck, Fool energy. I love to see this at the bottom of the deck because this feels like we're ready for a new beginning. We're embracing whatever is about to unfold for us. And when I look here at the past energy, so I'm getting the Death card, so that's transformation. When I look at and see the Page of Wands, so what kind of actions do you want to take? How are you communicating those actions? And does it involve somebody from your past, or does it involve something about your past? Because that 6 of Cups does tend to represent either someone from the past or maybe just that feeling of nostalgia around the past. Kind of common for this time of year. We're also going into Mercury retrograde, and so that does tend to bring up some past people tend to resurface during that time. So just keep that in mind too. There might be somebody here from the past that you do want to communicate with, and it looks like whatever it is, the seeds have been planted. So it could be that this person's going to reach out to you. It could be that you're finally getting ready to reach out to this person. When I look at the current energy, I am getting 9 of Pentacles, so abundance, but abundance that you're creating for yourself. This isn't something that is necessarily handed to you. You've been putting in the work, and the 9 comes after the 8. The 8 of Pentacles is a master at their skill, and so I do like to see this because this is self-empowering. So you're really starting to reap the rewards of all the work that you've been putting in. And with the sun here right in the center of this reading, I love to see that because it's very optimistic, very positive. You like the direction that things are going. And when it comes to, there's going to be 2 ways to interpret this one. I can already feel it. Hierophant and the Moon are the 2 cards that came out here. So it's kind of like, once you get going and once you start establishing yourself to yourself and you feel like, okay, I can do this and I can do this on my own. I don't need necessarily another person to kind of help me as far as support me financially. I can do it myself. Just when you start to cross that threshold, somebody comes in from out of the blue. Now, this could be somebody from your past, absolutely, with that 6 of Cups, because it is right beneath this Hierophant and the Moon, or it could be that whatever this is, you just don't see it coming. I think regardless, you don't see it coming, but it's just this interesting energy. So it could be somebody from the past, or it could be somebody new coming in. But with that Moon energy, we are about to have the new moon in Sagittarius, so it could be connected to that. But it feels a lot like there's something very emotionally connected to you and this person. So whomever this person is that's coming into your life, there's something that feels very familiar about this person. That's probably the best way to describe exactly how I'm feeling. So there's that, just that sense of familiarity, if I can speak. And so when I look at where we're going, I am seeing the 2 of Wands. So what kind of decisions do you want to make? What direction do you want to go? Because with the 7 of Cups, it looks like you're not really sure exactly what it is that you need to do. You know you need to make a decision, but you're not exactly sure what path to choose. The world is going to highlight exactly what needs to end in your world in order to make room for this. And so just keep that in mind. You're probably going to start receiving some sort of signs around what needs to be removed from your life or lessened within your life, so that you can make room for whatever this is that's trying to come through. Give me the 6 of Cups. So when I look at this Death card, definitely a transformation when it comes to love. So either you're thinking of somebody specifically, or there is just this feeling of, I want a reciprocal type of relationship. I want somebody who's on the same page as me, the same wavelength, wants the same things as me. When I look at Page of Wands, I'm getting 8 of Wands. This is all about communication. So again, this is all happening in the recent past. So it also feels like if there is somebody, so whomever's coming towards you, whether it's somebody from your past or it's somebody brand new, there is going to be that feeling of, I've known you before. Maybe it's in a past life or something along those lines, but there's this communication that takes place. It's going to be mutual. There's something here about there being some sort of mutual connection. 6 of Cups, 9 of Wands. This could be somebody who kept you at arm's length at one point for one reason or another, or it could be that maybe you kept this person, or it just feels like maybe that is just out of reach. And so you're really kind of in that self-protective mode. Again, this is all in your past. This is kind of how your feelings have been evolving up until now. And so let's get some cards on current energy. With the Nine of Pentacles, I'm getting the Star. So this feels a lot like one of your goals for yourself was to be able to provide for yourself. And so now that you're achieving that goal, it's like, okay, great. This feels amazing. What next? What do I want to do next? And so the Sun is showing up with the Hermit. And this feels like you've already done a lot of the work that you need to do in order to figure out what's going to make you happy. And so when it comes to figuring out what area of your life needs to expand, where do you want to grow next, this is going to provide a lot of insight. You already have the insight, and now it's taking that feeling of optimism of feeling like you can take care of yourself and you can do all these things on your own. And so now is it the introduction of somebody else, because you're not relying on that person to support you. You found a way to do it yourself, and now that person becomes a want, not a need. And so it's a very different approach, and it's a very different way. When you recognize the relationship is for your best interest versus your foundational needs, you respond very differently. And so when I look at the Hierophant and the Moon here, you are definitely not going to see this coming with that Knight of Swords energy. Even with me sitting here doing the tarot reading right now, the communication that's coming in, somebody has put a lot of thought into this, and the communication is probably going to catch you off guard. But again, the seeds are planted. This is something that's already in progress. Tell me about the Two of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the World. Yep. Two of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Look for the potential in a situation when you're trying to make a decision on whether or not to move forward in a specific direction. Pay attention to what speaks to you. Where do you see opportunity there? Seven of Cups, King of Wands. What actions do you need to take? Really think about, because with the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of options, there's a lot of opportunities, maybe some confusion around the direction you need to go in. Really focus here on what speaks to you on a passion level, on an just, I need this in my life type of level, because that's what you're looking for. And with the World, I'm getting the Eight of Pentacles. And so really interesting here, that Eight of Pentacles, again, this is somebody who's a skilled master at their craft. And so you know here what needs to kind of change within your life. Nobody has to tell you, you know it. That's where the clarity is going to come in with this Seven of Cups energy. You're going to have multiple opportunities. Really focus on the one that is the most meaningful for you. That's the action that you want to take. And when it comes to figuring out exactly what actions to take, you already know. This is something that you already know. So this is the reading for Monday. I hope this resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.